So I want to talk to my leaders who are committed to healing justice integrations. I know that we are moving against the grain. I know that we're moving in directions and ways that we have not even embodied yet, that people do not understand yet. I know that we have ginormous visions of the possibility of things. And I also know that we are listening for and acquiring the skill set in order to embody all of these beautiful new visions that we have. And I just want to lift up that if we as leaders, as executive directors, as program managers, are not showing up and embodying the values that we say that we desire, then our team and the people around us are going to just mirror what we are embodying. And so it's really important to have spaces where you can hold yourself accountable to the values that you do have in your heart. And it's really, really, it's challenging because it's all new liberatory pathways, and there is a lot of theory about all of this, and the practice of it is something that we're watching emerge in real time right now in our world. And it's very, very exciting. But there's so many beautiful practice spaces that I'm aware of, and By Moonlight being one of them, where you can show up over and over again and say, I am committed to centering humans and hearts inside of my organization. And I know that that can happen alongside of the community work that we're doing, the deliverables that we want to accomplish. In fact, being human centered, being heart centered, centering creativity and relationship building, centering communication and understanding how to move through conflict, centering the experience of joy and beauty and creativity and connectivity, and also rest and rhythms of work instead of grind. All of those things are going to be the foundation for what your aligned community work, your mission driven community work is laying on the foundation of real humanity. And so moving against the current is going to be committing over and over again to unraveling the system of the nonprofit structures, the corporate structures that are existing inside of us. Like, we really can't keep pointing the finger out there at the structure, because the structure is within. So I want to invite you and encourage you to come to decide what your practice spaces are. Are they By Moonlight rest spaces? By Moonlight also has a beautiful winter cave. It's a 4-week winter slowdown that's for leaders, specifically to model taking deep rest during the winter season, which invites us, the deepest season that invites us into rest. And coming back to your own personal values. So this is beyond our organizations. This is about what your heart is whispering to you on a day-to-day basis, and understanding that that needs to be nourished just as much as how refined your mission statement needs to be. So nourishing your own desire to be creative, your own desire to feel love, to feel longing, to be in nature, that is just as important to look at and to cultivate and to return to and to show up with on a day-to-day basis, and say, like, I touched into nature, I touched into my heart, I touched into my magic today. This is how it's showing up for you. This is how it's showing up for community. Like, how beautiful would that be to create the space inside of our organizations for us all to show up with our longings, with our magic, creative, special juices that make geniuses that make us human beings. And to know that as a leader, I'm modeling that you can show up in your genius as well, and you can show up also in your magic as well. And the more that we do that, the more we're creating this gorgeous organism of real humanity and care. And so this is just kind of my soapbox today. Leaders, find your spaces that will hold you accountable to show up over and over and over again for yourself so that you can be the mirror for your team to start doing that as well. And then, of course, creating spaces where you are strategically placing this in the policy, placing rest in your policy, placing belonging in your policy, in your budgets. And this is really the way that we get that flywheel of healing justice moving. It's a personal commitment. And so I invite you into those spaces. By Moonlight can help you with that. We can help you through creating retreats with you, creating strategic integrations of healing justice that include beautiful moving at the speed of trust spaces with your team, retreat spaces, creative belonging relationship building spaces. And so that's it. Find your space, whether it's by Moonlight, whether it's other spaces. There's